What's happening tonight, fellas? Welcome to another episode of the Horsepower Hour. What's going on, Brian, Bearded Butcher, Lenny, Wolfie, Steven, Daniel? Welcome, guys. I appreciate y'all coming in tonight. I'm glad to be back. As y'all know, last week I had to take a leave of absence, a little hiatus. My wife actually got her second shot of the COVID vaccine and was not feeling well at all, man. Matter of fact, she's just now almost gotten back to herself, and it's been a week. She never had COVID. I did, but something about that second shot, man, just wore her out. Ran a fever, didn't feel well, had some breaking out in rashes. I mean, it was just crazy. And then right after that, my poor daughter got some croup or something going around where she's got this nasty cough and a fever and not feeling well. So both of them have been sick all week. And last weekend, right after my wife had that second shot, I just knew I needed to take care of her. So that's why I had to cancel last week. Sorry about that, guys. But I'm glad to be back. What's everybody doing tonight? By the way, Will's going to join us, the owner of 607 Beard Care. Be here in a few minutes. He'll be here in about 10, 15 minutes. Y'all stay around. We're going to give away a lot of stuff, talk a lot about 607, and give away some stuff, of course. So just want to give everybody a chance to get in here. Hope everybody's had a great week or a great 2 weeks since I haven't really talked to you guys in a while. Reverend, welcome, brother. Stephen, welcome. Reverend. Butcher, what's happening? Lenny, as always, welcome, brother. Appreciate you coming in here. Let's see who else we got. Isaac, welcome, brother. Daniel, what's happening? The Bearded Accountant. Man, I'm enjoying your streams, brother. You do a great job of your videos. I really enjoy them. Great job. It's nice to get your perspective. And I got some accounting I could use your help with. So if you want to give me a call, I can give you some work. I'm just kidding, man. Actually, I do. But I've been doing it myself, and I'm tired of it. So you could be the bearded accountant for bearded fellas. How about that? Bearded Native, what's up, man? Welcome, brother. Hope you have a good Saturday night. Enjoying your weekend. Aaron, thanks for stopping by, brother. Appreciate you. All right, guys, what's everybody got in beard tonight? Let's talk a little bit about the old beard. I'm actually wearing 607's Obsession. It smells just like the cologne. You know, one thing about 607, we'll get into a little bit later, but the blend of carriers makes scent profiles really difficult. And if you're one of those that looking for a scent profile that's just dead on, that's going to last, right now, 607's not going to be that blend. What it's going to be is the most amazing feeling beard you're going to ever experience. There are 3 or 4 blends out there that just predominantly just feeling beard, absolutely amazing. And I mean, I would say this is 1 or 2 for me. It fluctuates a little bit between 2 blends, but this one, to me, I can't get enough of it. My beard loves it. And, looking at the composition of the scientific side of it, it just has a lot to do with the way it's so well balanced nutritionally. And part of that has to do with the fact that, you have unsaturated fatty acids and saturated fatty acids. And to get a good blend, they really got to be balanced, because if you get too much of that saturated side, that's where you get the heavy thickness in your beard, where it kind of sticks together and it doesn't give you that fullness that you're looking for. It just becomes heavier. Some beards can stand that. But he just did a really, really good job of picking out oils that, there wasn't too much of one fatty acid in there. For example, you got your omega-9s everybody's heard about, your omega-6s and 3s. And then actually this blend actually has an omega-5, which is the only There's only one carrier oil that I can find that has this omega-5 in there, and that's pomegranate oil in it as well. But the percentages of each of those, for example, black seed oil, is one of those that's predominantly going to have omega-6 in there, linoleic acid. And it's got 67 to 70% of that in that oil. And, what that does for you is it gets you kind of the top. So, it's kind of hard to explain. An omega-6 and that linoleic acid is more of an anti-inflammatory type profile. So what it's going to do is help against, blemishes on your skin and stuff like that. But it also helps the hair, protect the hair from UV rays, from sun, if you're, the outside elements, so to speak. And it also gives a really good feeling beard. But then when you go down the list, and like metaphone seed oil, it's got 65 to 80% of your elongated oleic acid, which is an omega-9 fatty acid. And, it's got almost 80%. Well, most of your oils, if you look at other carrier oils that have that particular fatty acid in there, you're talking about oils that only have 50 to 60%. So I guess what I'm trying to say is if you break down the categories of what makes a good blend and, an oil, each of these oils that he has in there is at the echelon, the top end of the spectrum for what it is predominantly known for. And that's what really, really makes this blend so special. I mean, he did absolutely amazing with it. And when he reached out to me and we started talking about it and we tweaked it a little bit, it was kind of funny because he was like, look, I want to have the best of the best. And, I know you've researched this and you've already shown me some things that are proven true. So help me come up with what it takes to make this blend absolutely perfect. And we added a couple things that made it to where it is what it is today. But what the funniest part is when I started looking at it, I couldn't really find much to add to it because it was already so incredible. And when you put it in beard, you know it. And if you follow it up with his new balm, oh my gosh, man, that new balm is absolutely out of this world. I brag about Nicholas Beardworks balm all the time, and it is one of the most nourishing balms out there, especially his Nature's Gold blend. But I'm telling you, I cannot stop wearing this stuff. I mean, this was first off, he's going to put them in these cool little miniature mason jars. So this is the balm. You got the butter that's in the bigger, right? And then he's got this for the balms, and they're really cool. But I've had this less than a week, and I mean, I don't know if y'all can see, but it's probably 3/4 of the way gone. I mean, I wear it every day. I don't care what I put in my beard. I don't care if I put Tailored Beard Co. in my beard, or if I put, whatever, Nicholas Beardworks, or if I put, whatever I decide to wear. After about 3 or 4 hours, this is what I end up putting in my beard because it makes my beard look and feel absolutely amazing. So if you haven't tried it yet, I highly recommend. We're going to give some away tonight, but I highly recommend that you give it a try. If you're a butter fan, don't be scared of that beeswax. Beeswax is highly nourishing. It's really good for the skin and the hair, and there's not too much in this. It doesn't give you that. It's not a heavy hold. It's not even a heavy balm. It's really not even a medium balm. If you want to know the truth, it's a butter that contains wax. It's like a poured butter with wax, and it is absolutely amazing. It does give you a little hold, but not too much. It just keeps the flyaways under control. So if you need to do a lot of shaping and stuff with your beard, you're not going to use this product. You're going to more of a beard wax or balm, heavy balm. But if you're looking for nourishment and a daytime butter, this is what you want, right? So I call them nighttime butters and daytime butters. This is something you definitely want to wear overnight to bed. This is going to give you that, good nourishment and protection overnight, holding the moisture. And when you wake up, your beard's not going to be all sideways, right? That's what this butter is for without wax. This is what I call a good daytime butter. And man, when you put in that oil during the morning, and 3 or 4 hours later, you want to do something beard because it's been 3 or 4 hours and you're bored. You need something different. That's what this is for right here. You just throw a little bit on top, put it in beard, wait 5-10 minutes, and it's going to be smelling good again and looking fire. I even sometimes 3 or 4 hours after that, wet me a little comb, put a little water back on top of it just to re-moisturize, and then put some more on top of it, and it just retains that moisture, and that's when my beard really looks good. So anyway, just an idea. It is just like butter. Again, just got a little bit of wax in there for nourishment purposes, not for hold purposes, because beeswax is highly nutritious for your hair and beard. I don't care what anybody says. It's not just for hold and like hairspray or palm or whatever, right? There's so much more. If you research beeswax, you'll be amazed at how beneficial it is for your skin and hair. So anyway, what else we got going on? Bam, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. I know it's late for you. I appreciate you stopping in, man. Yeah, metafoam seed is absolutely great. That oil alone, I mean, it contains an elongated oleic acid, which is rare in itself, and it's one of the few oils that actually contains that. And it's like 65, 70, 80% of it. It's an omega-9 unsaturated fatty acid, but it's called, I can't pronounce it. It's like 11-eco oneic or something, isoconic, but it's an elongated oleic acid, and it combines that with some unsaturated fatty acids in there that are very rare as well. So metafoam seed oil is one of the best carriers out there if it's mixed with the right other oils. You can't just go looking for a metafoam seed oil blend and it not be packed with these other oils that makes it balanced. Bam uses it in his, and he's got the right oils mixed with it. That's why his feels so great in beard. Same with this. If you just try to put that in your beard, you're not going to get that same feeling. But if you put that mixed in there with something like moringa oil that has 80, 70, 85, well, about 85% oleic acid, as well as a different mix of saturated fats, and then a very unique saturated fat that's only it and one other oil is the only two that carry it, called behin, behin acid, then you get that right balance. And then you always hear me talk about scientific balance, and that's what it is. It's those percentages that are across the board that make it very level and balanced. If you get too much of one of those, of the verticals, then that's when that feeling beard starts getting all crazy and you lose it. But if it's very well balanced, and you can do that with a freaking 10,000 different variations, right? That's why you get a different feel each time you use somebody's blend. Even when it's the same blend, if you got certain percentages of each oil, it feels a little different. That's because of that mix and that pH balance and that balance between that fatty acid and that saturated, unsaturated, as well as those omegas. And you just got to get all those on an even level plane. And when you do, that's when you get that great feeling beard. And each individual's plane is going to be a little different because of your hair type. If you got somebody that really has dry, brittle hair, you're going to want something a little different than somebody that's got a more oily, like myself, that's got naturally oilier hair. Because, everybody's different, right? We talk about all the time, all beards are different. And that's why certain blends work for certain people and not others. It has nothing to do with, anything else other than your beard just likes something different. And that's why you got to kind of find it. But what I've learned in researching and having 1,000 bottles of different oils up here is if you find a beard oil or blend like 607, like Jolly O Fat Man, like Nicholas Beard Works, and like some of the others, Bay Area is a good one that has that right balance. It works in everybody's. And those are the ones that just always get talked about when it comes to feeling beard that work for everybody. And this is one that's going to work for everybody. It's just, there's no two ways about it. They keep screwing up this season, starting off season choices, bullpen. Oh, we talking about some Braves. Drive me crazy, man. I can't imagine living there in Atlanta or close to it. What's up, Terps? By the way, guys, I just want to point out, Terps sent me Taylor Beard Co.'s co-wash, and man, you talking about a good smelling co-wash. That exotic good co-wash. Woo! God, it smells good. Little needs to thicken up a little bit. It's a little on the thin side. It's more of a conditioning wash than a co-wash. It's just a little thinner than a more of a conditioner style co-wash. But it does the trick. I mean, it washes well, and God, it smells amazing. Oh, Will's made it. What's up, brother?
What's going on, brother?
What's happening, man? How you doing tonight?
I just had to do some running around, some stuff like that. So,
hey, man, I get it. Well, it's good to have you, man. We've just been chit-chatting a little bit, talking about just catching up and saying hello. So we hadn't really said much, so you haven't missed anything.
Oh, all right. Copy. Cool. So who we all got in here tonight, man?
Man, a little bit of everybody. We've got Jolly Old Fat Man, Bearded Wolf.
Big Bam. What's up, man?
Yeah. Let's see here. Just around here can't get any new vehicles because of chips. So yeah, Wolf. So the problem is, man, it's horrible. It's absolutely going to get worse. I was going to do a video. Actually, I wanted to do a live stream, and I decided not to tonight. But the state of the car business, and you're going to see it around everywhere. Your dealerships aren't going out of business. You don't have to call them or be, worry about it. Right now, for instance, I started this month with 7 new cars on the ground. I usually have 200 to 250 on the ground. And I'm still what the crazy part is, that's coming off the best month we've ever had in the 35-year history of the store, not in volume, but in money. And, because we're selling them as soon as they come off the truck. So if you don't have a need right now, don't buy a car. Right. So now if you've got a vehicle that's broken down or you get in an accident and you got to buy a vehicle, you really got to look at what the dealer's got coming in. Just know if you're buying a new car, you're not going to get those ginormous discounts you're used to getting because of the supply and demand. Make sure if you do have a trade, you're trading in. Don't think you're going to sell it to somebody else right now, because used cars are bringing top dollar right now. I mean, I traded in a Ford truck today. It was a 2018 model Ford F-150 FX Ford Lariat. The truck new was $49,500. It's a 2018 with 32,000 miles. It's still worth $45,000 today. So that truck is 3 years old. It lost $3,000 worth of depreciation in 30,000 miles. And that truck's being sold at the auction right now for $47,000-48,000. 2 weeks ago, I watched about 10 trucks at the GM close sale. Every one of them were used right at the sale. Every one of them brought $3,000 to $5,000 to $10,000 over original MSRP. So their used vehicles bring in up to $10,000 more than it was brand new. 2 of them had hail damage on them and still brought $5,000 over MSRP. The car business is absolutely crazy right now. So unless you have a dire need, don't buy a car. I mean, and that's a car guy telling you that makes his living off of it. If you have a need, lease the car. Don't buy it. Leasing right now makes more sense than any time it's ever made, because let the bank determine what that residual value is going to be based off numbers they're seeing today. So they're giving you really, really high residuals, saying the vehicle is really going to retain its value at the end of the term. Likely this is all going to settle back down, and those values are going to be different, and the bank's going to lose, not you. You don't want to do that on a purchase. So you definitely want to lease if you have a need and you want to, or want that's just can't wait. Make sure you're leasing new cars right now, not financing or paying cash. The chip shortage is real. You're going to start seeing it so much more in laptops, cell phones, and other things. It's as big as your end of your pinky. Basically, what it happened is on the car business side is car sales kind of went down, and the chip manufacturing, they're manufactured in China. There's 2 companies in China that manufacture them. We only have one here in the United States, but they don't manufacture but a tenth of what all the chips that are made. And that's Microsoft, and they can't even touch what these Chinese companies are doing as far as technology. So all your car manufacturers use that Chinese company, and all the manufacturers, GM, Ford, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and a lot of your imports, they pulled back their orders prior to COVID because sales had flattened. So when they looked at forecasted for 2020, they didn't forecast needing any chips really. And then COVID hit and supply dropped, the demand went up. All these dealers, manufacturers needed to play catch up, and they couldn't because the chip manufacturer had slowed down their production, and they can only produce them so fast. So it's just the snowball effect that we're feeling right now. The chip manufacturer's talking about he'll be fully caught up, or that company's saying they'll be fully caught up in July. But the problem is, for it to reach the United States, implement into the car industry, you're talking about 6 to 8 months later before it gets neutralized and back to normal. I think car dealerships in your area won't get back to normal till after the first of the year. Your larger stores will start getting back to normal in the fourth quarter. Your medium to smaller stores are going to be hurting until first and middle of next year, I bet. So it's crazy, man. I've never seen anything like it, and makes me pull my hair out. Let's see here. So glad I got, yeah, man. And what's crazy, Bam, you could sell that truck right now and make 5-10 grand. I mean, but you can't replace it. You know, that's the other thing. If you want to make some money and you got 2 or 3 cars in the driveway and you really don't need all of them, or you got something sitting there that's you need to sell, right now is the time, you know, because it will bring, you'll sell it to a car dealer for more than you could retail it for. I mean, it's just crazy what cars are bringing. I wish I could show y'all. I mean, it's unbelievable.
I bet.
It doesn't make mathematical sense, and it just doesn't. And part of that is you have these huge used car chains like CarMax, Carvana, and all these that do in-house financing as well. So they don't have to worry about the value of the vehicle matching a book value like a dealer does. You know, I can't pay all that money for a used car because I got to sell it to a bank with a customer attached to it, and it can't be $5,000 over retail because the bank's not going to finance that much. But CarMax and some of those other ones, they are the bank as well, so they control both sides of it. So at the auction, those guys are just raising their hand because all they know is they need to fill gaps and holes, because if they don't have windshields on the lot, they can't sell cars and make money. So they're just paying whatever it takes for vehicles. So another rule of thumb, don't buy from CarMax right now or any of those large, huge used car chains because they're paying way too much for vehicles, meaning they're going to charge you way too much for vehicles. And 2 or 3 years down the road, when you're ready to trade it, you're going to be so upside down you can't. So again, if you don't have a dire need, if your vehicle's not breaking down or the service repairs aren't outweighing what your monthly payments could be, you know, a car gets to a point to when if you don't have an extended warranty and it's costing you $3,000 and $4,000 a year to maintain, you got to do the math, right? You got to look at it and say, all right, if I'm spending $3,600 a year on a car in repairs and maintenance, that's $300 a month. I might have the title, but my car payment's $300 a month. The deal is it might be $2,000 in 1 month, $0 for 3 months, and $1,200 for 1 month, and then $0 for 9 months. But what's easier, right? So sometimes there comes a point when you need to trade that car in because the math just doesn't make sense. And when it comes to repairs, because you can buy a brand new car for say that same vehicle you could buy for $550 a month, and you're paying $300 a month to keep it up and maintain it. So for another $250 a month, you could have a brand new vehicle with none of that worry and, you know, a brand new car. So, you know, if you're not at that point, just give it another 6 months or so. When you start seeing dealerships start replenish their supply, dealerships start discounting them again. We'll get back in the price war. I mean, right now, 90% of the new cars I sell for full MSRP. I haven't done that since the 90s, you know, or early 2000s, mid 2000s. because it's been a price war and just who could chasing the bottom for ever since. And it's just gotten crazy right now to where the consumer will pay it. We're not discounting them, and we're not haggling. Customers don't want to haggle because they've already seen where we got the only one within 500 miles, and they want it, and it's crazy. But what do you do? And I think you're going to start seeing that same thing with cell phones and laptops and TVs and cable boxes. I mean, it's going to get crazy over the next 6 months. So keep your money in your wallet unless you absolutely got to have something, or buy you some really good beard oil and don't worry about it.
Right? Amen to that, brother. Amen to that.
Yeah, man. The car business, Terps, is absolutely out of this world, man. I could do live streams for days just telling you how crazy it is. But and guys, I've said it a million times, but if you ever need advice when it comes to a car, reach out to me. I won't try to sell you one. I'll tell you everything you need to know. I can do as much. I can look at your credit and tell you what interest rate you should pay. And I can look at your credit without it being an inquiry on your credit. I have a system called a soft pull that just looks at it without an inquiry. So I can look at your credit score, tell you what you should pay in interest before you buy something. I can tell you what your trade's worth. I can tell you the cost on the vehicle that dealer's got in your hometown. I can even call and negotiate it for you. So if you ever need a car deal, a car or repair or anything, please reach out to me because I don't want to see you wasting your money. That's all. That's what I'm here for. So.
That's badass, brother.
Yeah, man, no problem. Well, it's Bearded Wolf said I work for a state agency. We can't get computers for at least 6 months. Yeah, Wolf, it's crazy. I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. But it's just affecting so much. This is that domino effect from COVID that we're feeling now that's going to continue. And I mean, Will, I hear it from beards guys all the time. I mean, the supply, I was talking to somebody last night that uses a certain carrier oil in his blend. And, it's getting where you can't find that carrier and he's looking for alternatives. And I think that's why we're seeing a lot of different change ups in carriers right now, is because guys are not only wanting to improve feeling beard, that's becoming more important to the consumer. As beards get longer, I think we're just moving and transitioning into that becoming priority. But I think it's also has to do with some of it is supply, because you got to think about
attest to that, man. Most definitely.
I mean, we don't think about it. I was doing this last night, and I was thinking about a certain oil like black seed oil. For it to be manufactured, it's got to have people out there, taking the black seeds off and cold pressing them and doing all that work. And those people are probably more of your, I don't know, minimum wage to $10, $12 an hour workers, right? And those workers, if they're in the United States right now, are making more money to stay at home. So that's really hard to hire. I mean, I can't hire anybody in my detail department. In service in certain areas, it's hard to hire a cashier. Certain jobs right now are hard because those, individuals, and I don't blame them, are getting paid $600 or more a week to stay at home. So why would you go work for less right now? I think it's a smart move, right? But it's just the trickle down effect is really affecting a lot. And I think we're going to see prices of things go up because people are having to be paid more to come to work. I think the price of a cheeseburger, a price of all kind of stuff is just going to go up. Because to get people motivated to come back to work in the economy, you're going to have to pay them more than what they're getting paid to stay at home. And when they're not, that work's not being done, which is affecting supply, So anyway, it's just crazy. Yeah, Adrian, supply chains are so choked right now. It's lumber is out of, I've got some friends building a house that started in about a year ago, and just a sheet of plywood is like 10 times more now than it was when they started. I mean, they told me the other day how much a 4x8 sheet of plywood was, and I about fell out of my chair. I can't remember the number, and I don't want to say it because it's probably wrong. But I mean, it was like I was floored. I mean, it was just ridiculous what they were paying.
It was probably insane.
But that's that supply chain, and it's gotten crazy. But anyway, I know we came to talk about Beard's products, but we can always talk about cars.
No, it's all good, man.
So, Reverend, the problem with that is, so paying it off's a good thing, but obviously if you've got a zero credit score, it's because you haven't had any activity since you paid it off. And after so many months, the credit score goes dormant, and you've got to have some kind of reporting monthly for it to generate a score. You could have one credit card that you don't just get one credit card. I know this is against all rules, right? But for you, if you have a zero score and you paid out a Jeep early and you paid it well and you don't have a score, maybe your mortgage is paid off and you're debt free, I'm going to tell you something that's going to blow your mind. Get a credit card. And I know you're like, wait a minute, that's against all rules. It is to a certain extent, but get a credit card and pay for just use it to pay for your monthly expenses, right? Your cable bill, your water bill, your sewer bill, whatever. Pay that. And when the bill comes in, pay all those things at one time. Then you have a monthly reporting, but you also have a zero balance. So you're not building any debt. You're not paying any interest on the debt, but you're having a reporting to the credit bureau, all three credit bureaus, on a monthly basis. Once that happens, it triggers them to look at your credit file and generate a score. So once that happens, you're going to be an 800 score because you have all this old stuff that's paid perfect. You just have no recent activity for it to generate a score in the system. So I know that's crazy, but I promise you, if you get a credit card, use it for 3 or 4 months, you're going to see that not only you have a score, you have a very high score. I could teach a class on credit scores, by the way. I can
because
teach
the
somebody
income
how
to
to
credit.
increase credit. Do what?
Well, it's that income to debt ratio right there. And if he keeps it going that way, and it's every month
So
it gets reported, and that payment's good on time, it's going to be back his score.
One thing that people don't realize, the credit bureau has no idea how much you make. So they don't know your income to debt ratio. They have no idea. But what they do know is they know high credit to a balance ratio, and that affects it. So if you have a credit card with a $5,000 limit, and you need to keep that balance under 30%. So if you have a $3,000 limit and 30% is what, $900, you need to have under $900 balance at any given time. When it reports, you need to owe not 30% or less on that card. That's all they know. They don't know how much you make and how much debt you have. What they look at is how they generate that in their mind is they look at those relationship balances of what your high credit is and what you owe. And when that gap starts getting smaller, the credit score is how close somebody is to filing bankruptcy. That's what the score is off of. So all that score is the higher the score, the least risk and the least likely the customer is to file bankruptcy. The lower the score, the credit bureau is saying, wait a minute, these people can't rob Peter to pay Paul anymore. They've missed some payments, or their debt ratio is way too high to their high credit limits. They have nowhere else to charge groceries because all credit cards are maxed out. They're going to file bankruptcy because they obviously don't have enough income to pay these bills and pay down these debts. So therefore the score needs to drop because we need to make sure these people quit getting any more credit until they figure this out financially. So that's what the score is. The credit bureau doesn't know income. The bank knows it when you do a loan because you tell them, but they don't even report it to the credit bureau. The credit bureau is just looking at history and looking at ratios and look at longevity and looking at a monthly reporting. Like, for instance, that's why his doesn't have a score, because he doesn't have a monthly reporting anymore because he paid it off. I had a customer that had to wait 90 days for an OEM good on an F-150. Yeah. Man, we all the time. I mean, it takes about 6 to 8 weeks for a vehicle to get built and come in. But we also have parts. We have people in service that are waiting on parts to be manufactured on a brand new. I got a customer right now that's bought a brand new Tahoe. It's got a simple part that failed on it that needs to be replaced. And they're probably 60 days from us being able to get that part and make a repair on the vehicle because that part manufacturer is, down employees and waiting on supply. And it's just crazy. Parts departments are having a hard time as well because of that same thing. Yeah, our house budget has increased by 30% just because of cost of lumber. Yeah, man, I believe it, buddy. It's luckily I haven't had to buy any lumber lately, but I hear people talking about it all the time, and it's crazy. What's up, Steven? Steven's wearing some 50 cal tonight. That's some good old butter there. All right, we got no more questions right now about cars. So, look, guys, this week I got in a ton of 607 and pretty much got all their scent profiles, or most of them. There's still a few I didn't get. Couple I wanted to talk about tonight. Obsession. I was obsessed with this cologne in school back in the day, and I can't get enough of this one either. I mean, it is so close. I don't know if you used a fragrance oil kit or if you made it yourself, but it's identical to Obsession cologne, especially when that black seed wears off in the top a little bit.
Yeah,
you do get a little. Do what? Yeah, man.
That Obsession was actually I'd make that one myself. It's one I found was the closest to what the original was. So
yeah, well, it is, man. It's incredible. If you like a cologne scent and you like a throwback cologne like Obsession, you definitely need to grab this one. I wore it today and yesterday. Put the oil in, of course, in the morning, and then I carried my my Deagle with me. Is it Deagle or Daigle? Deagle.
Deagle, like the 50 cal pistol.
Yeah, the Deagle. Yeah. But anyway, this is just one of my favorite products. Look, this is just one day. Now, well, I take this back. I got this yesterday, but I mean, I've already dug into it like 3 times. I mean, I absolutely love this stuff, man. I can't get enough.
Yeah, Deagle was something that I've always enjoyed balms, but I never liked the really hard balm. I never liked something where you had to like scrape it with a guitar pick to get it out, and then it made my beard at that point. It would make my beard feel all stiff and just. So I wanted to have something that I think the balm should be. Some guys are going to get that and they're going to use it and they're going to be like, this is a hybrid. This is a hybrid butter. You say tomato, I say tomato. It's just that's what I think the balm should be.
Yeah, we talked about that before you came in. I'm the same way. To me, a balm should be a daytime butter, right? And that's what this is. It's a butter with wax. You get all the nourishment from the beeswax. You get just enough hold to lay down the flyaways, but you're not going to get any stiffness. What you get is a ton of nourishment. You get that extra scent profile throughout the day, so you get a little kick of scent, and you get it retains the moisture in the water that you're drinking during the day. It does all the things what I think a balm should do, as well as acts like a butter. On the flip side, guys, I wear this at night. I wear it like a butter. I don't wear the 50 cal just because I absolutely love the properties you get from wearing beeswax, and I understand it, and it's good for your skin and really good for your hair. And I just want a beeswax in my butter. Nothing wrong with the 50 cal. It's all the same to me. I just like this a little more. If you're more predominantly on butter and you don't like wax, you're still going to like this product. Just get it for daytime use. And I promise you, look, if you don't want it with every scent, get you an unscented version and wear it with every oil, either way. But it's worth it to me.
Yeah.
I like it better than the 50 cal butter. That's just me. I don't think there's anything wrong with the 50 cal butter. I just like this product better because my beard and myself really likes, a butter with a little wax. So, and I really love Kupuasu butter. Kupuasu butter is Kupuasu butter. to me is one of the best butters out there. We've talked about it. It's like the upgraded version. It's like a Lexus and a Toyota with cacao butter, right? So Kapuasu's like a Lexus, and cacao butter is like a Toyota. Both of them are okay, great to use, but this is just like a Lexus, right? But the ingredients of this is just out of this world, and if you haven't tried it, you need to. We're going to give some away here in a minute. Another product I want to talk about, and I saw somebody mention a minute ago, is this beard wash right here. And I've got two different versions, and I want to talk about it a little bit with Will. Because this version is an oops version, right? He might admit this on camera, may not, but he did something that I think it was. But when I say
I made a batch.
Yeah,
I made a batch, and if you look at the label and what's in the beard wash, everything that's in the original 50 cal whip butter is in that bottle.
Yeah,
the same butters and so on, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to carry that over because it made sense. And two, I haven't seen it done, so I said, I'm going to do it. And I made a version of it, and I don't know what I did, and I still haven't quite figured it out, but I let it sit. It came out great. I let it sit overnight, and then when I got it up in the morning to use it, I squeezed the bottle, and it came out really hard. I was like, what the hell is this? And it came out almost like a butter. And I used it, and I was absolutely blown away. I was like, holy shit.
Look at that, guys.
This is something different that no one's ever seen. And I'm telling you right now, that stuff right there,
unbelievable. So and I'll show you.
Blew my mind.
So if you guys saw that, this was the first version, and I'm gonna waste a little bit here. But as you can see, it's it's normal. It's kind of like lotion consistency. Really good wash. One of my favorite washes that you can't tell, but I've only got this much left. And I use it every day until you sent me this one. Now I got this stuff all on my hands. I'm going to use it as a lotion. So then we talked about it, and you asked me if I had one that thickened up, and I said, no, mine's fine. It's stayed the same consistency since you sent it to me. And he said, well, I need to send you this other one that I accidentally made and sent to Daniel and myself. It's thicker, and see what you think. And I got this in, guys, and I'm going to tell you something unbelievable. I mean, now here's the craziest part about this wash. It looks like when you do that, you're going to think, man, that's thick, and go on thick like a conditioner. It don't. When it hits your hands, it becomes weird, but it washes and conditions unbelievably. But it's so crazy because once it hits the hands and melts, it becomes the thinned down version like this with just a little more thickness and, just a little more substance to it that gives you just a little bit more conditioning.
To it.
Yeah. But it's unbelievable. My only thing is when you get some, take a drill bit, take this cap off and make the hole a little bit bigger because you can't squeeze it through there. So when you get in the shower, you're going to waste some if you don't. But I drilled a hole in there, and it squirts a perfect little stream out and works great. So when you get it, that's my only recommendation. I don't know if we could find a certain top that would work because it's just that thick. But like I said, when it hits your hands and it melts, it doesn't stay thick like that. It doesn't take very much at all. Like just a little bitty old, I don't know, man, about, that much is plenty. Because it'll wash my beard with just a, fingertip full, washes my beard perfectly. So yeah, Daniel, I have both. I absolutely love them both. I'm just excited about this one because I've only used it once or twice actually. And it's super excited about it. Can't wait. But I also love this version. I almost think you could do both, make this your wash and this your co-wash, because this is a really good conditioning wash that a lot of guys will like. And this is a co-wash that that guys are going to absolutely love. And then he also has a leave-in that is the best leave-in conditioner I've ever used. Now, I don't use a lot of leave-in conditioner because my hair doesn't like to be conditioned a lot. But I use it on my daughter's hair, and it has done miracles. My daughter has hair that gets in knots when she wakes up, and I'm the only one in the family can brush her hair. She won't let my wife do it. She only lets me do it. And if I got to use something to get those tangles out, or she'll scream bloody murder. So I've started using the leave-in conditioner in her hair, and man, it has done miracles. Like I thank you, because I don't fight with her in the morning before school anymore.
That's cool to hear.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool to hear, dude.
That's a product you can make. They make a spray that's a untangling spray. I don't know a beard guy that makes one yet, but I would buy some because my wife and daughter use it like crazy. And actually, I know guys that beards get in tangles, and that spray would come in good.
Loosen it up. Yep.
Yeah. Especially if you're, I don't know, wearing a mask all day, or wearing like a welding shield all day, and beard gets all matted up underneath there, and you don't have time to take a shower, but you can go to lunch. You can spray your beard with that real quick, comb it out, roll.
Yep, I actually had a guy that won a contest through Main Life, Adam Cook, and he lives out in Scotland. And I sent him one of the poured 50 cal butters, and he says that he uses it not only in his beard, but he also uses it for a pomade in his hair, and he says he loves it.
Yeah. So I count it. Same here. So I did that, man, about 4 or 5 months ago. I was following the same routine everybody said to follow. You wash every few days, you co-wash every day, and you condition once or twice a week. And I stopped all that and just started washing my beard every day. And when I did, I never had a bad beard day. Now, I don't use a stripping wash ever, but I use a conditioning wash that cleanses my beard, because I got to strip some of the oils off my beard, but not all the oil, right? So I don't want to strip it all off, but I got to get some of it off or my beard won't perform. So I like a conditioning wash that's really just a everyday wash that just means it's not a harsh wash. And that's what both these are. You don't get a ton of conditioning with the co-wash. You get just enough. I can use either one of these every day, and I do. So I just don't use conditioner at all, ever. Just a pure straight up conditioner. Like, what's the company that makes the conditioner? Comes in a little round too. I got some under the sink. I need to give somebody. But it's God, what's the name of that company? Somebody will say it. Oh man, I haven't ordered it so long. Can't remember the name of it. Anyway, they were pretty much
hair product company.
No, they do face stuff. Scotch Porter. There you go. I knew somebody would say it.
Brew?
Huh? Yeah, Lenny. That's it. Scotch
what's the name
Porter.
of the company?
Scotch Porter.
Oh, Scotch Porter.
And I mean, I've got 2 tubs of it under there that I bought like a year and a half, 2 years ago. They had a 2-for-1 sale, and I used it 2 or 3 times and haven't used it since. It's just too conditioning for my beard. But back then I didn't know that. It's just a trial and error. So yeah, I'd suggest that. Count it. Try that, guys. If it works for you, you may learn that you're also the same way, and you don't need to look what you don't think and what you don't. This is a conditioner, right? This is a conditioner. If you're also making this a conditioner, you're over conditioning your beard, right? So when an oil is a conditioner, it is conditioning your beard. A balm is conditioning. It's conditioning and softening your beard. A butter is conditioning. If you're also doing that, that's just way too much. So that's my philosophy, and it works for my beard. So just think of it that way. If you're taking a shower and you're stripping your beard and you're using something like a pine tar or something that's stripping all of it off, then yeah, follow that up with a conditioner, because you're not going to end up over conditioning your beard. If you're going to go like on Sundays, I don't wear any oil or product at all. That's a day I can use more of a conditioning co-wash in the morning, because I'm not going to be conditioning my beard throughout the day. But if it's a normal standard day,
Yep.
I can't use a conditioner and then put more conditioning stuff in it. My beard gets lazy and just doesn't perform. And I don't know, it just gets flattened out and doesn't give the depth that I'm looking for. And the spiral curls that I enjoy, that help fill depth and filter light, that make your beard thicker. Unless you're just naturally born with this thick mane that's just 8 inches thick of chin, then it takes those away. So I don't like to since we're on that subject, let's give something away real quick. Oh man, I don't know where it went. Oh, here we go.
Sounds good to me, man.
So in this order, I also told him I wanted one of these, right? So, and it's a really good comb. And y'all have heard me say this before, but I have never used heat on my beard, direct heat. I've never used a heated comb. I've never used a hair dryer directly on my beard. I do indirect heat, where I heat this brush or this comb with the hair dryer, and then I run it through my beard to just help me, get out any waves or anything like that. And then I take the cool setting of the hair dryer after I've set my beard with some balm and oil, through my routine. Then I start with oil, and then I might put in some conditioning balm about 15, 20 minutes later. And then I'll heat this comb, run it through my beard, style it the way I want to. And then to set it, I take the cool setting of my hair dryer and just set it in with the cool setting. So I never use direct heat on my beard ever. And I wanted to try it. So I tried this one time, and I'm giving it away to whoever wants it, right? So we're going to do a little giveaway. So don't enter the giveaway if you tried these things and you don't like it. Absolutely works perfectly. Did its job to the T. But that job is not to be done on my beard. So, it added about 3.5 inches. I mean, my beard was down to here. I mean, it was crazy, but I just don't like that look on my beard. Yeah. It was way entirely too straight. I have spiral hairs, and it straightened those spirals out. Now, if you have curly hairs that curl this way, in or out, that brush would absolutely work wonders for your hair. If you're in a growth state where you've got some flyaways that you're trying to let grow out, I suggest using that hairbrush. I've just gotten to or the heated brush. I've gotten to where most of my hairs are past that point, because I've been letting everything grow for about 18 months, and I just don't need to use it. And I learned that today, so I'm going to give it away. So let's start this first giveaway with a heated brush and a oil, butter, or balm combo. I'm going to let you decide between the 50 cal and no, I'm not. I'm going to make you get the balm, because I just think that if you're not a balm fan, I want you to try it. So this is going to be a balm and an oil with the heated brush. So let's give it away real quick. And scent profile of your choice. You can do whatever you want to. Yeah, Daniel, I agree. Makes my beard look bad. Now, some guys totally, I'm not going to speak for everybody, because all beards are different, but I'm just going to always give y'all my point of view, how something works with my beard, and you can try it. If it doesn't work for your beard, please don't think that I lied to you. I just told you my honest, absolute trial and error, not opinion. It's a fact, because it's mine. But, nothing I say is live or die, because your beard could be totally different. I just want you to try some things you've never tried before, because I wish I would have. And that's why I say what I say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think this deagle is gonna change a lot of people's outlook on balm as a whole.
Dude,
It will.
Deagle to me is what I mean, and I can tell you, I could go through my Instagram messages right now of all the times I've asked an owner, do you use wax in your butter? Do you do a poured or whipped? And do you use wax? I have asked that 100 times because, and most of them think I want the answer to be, no, I do not use wax and I do whipped. And that's not the answer I wanted. And it always blows their mind because I'm like, no, I prefer a little bit of wax in there. I don't even care if you just don't list it. I'm fine with that. I just would rather have a little wax in my butter, and I prefer a poured or a very light whip. I like a whipped, re-poured butter. You know what I mean? I don't want a double whipped butter or anything.
Yeah.
I don't want a fluffy, airy butter. I like a butter that's been poured, whipped, then poured. But anyway. All right, so here we go, man. We're going to start off this giveaway here. And Will, you and I have talked about this. I've never claimed to be able to make butter or balm because I don't want to try. Because if I try, I might be making products all the time like you. And I want to leave that headache to guys like yourself.
Yeah, it's addictive, dude. It's addictive, man. I mean, once it gets into your blood, it's kind of like working in the oil field. I'm telling you, once it gets in your blood and you start doing it, it's hard to stop doing it.
Yeah, because I mean, I've mixed a lot of oils playing around and testing, and that's addictive. I can't imagine if I started, making butters and balms, how addictive it would become to perfect it. And I just know I don't have the time, so I've never started. Now I've played with it. I've taken some stuff I ordered I didn't like and combined some ingredients. I've just never started from scratch.
Gotcha.
All right, so here we go, guys.
That's
you know how it goes in the channel. All right, you know how it goes. I'm going to say the number range. As soon as I say it, you can guess. You don't have to wait on me to say the word go. Remember, guys, just because it shows up first on your screen doesn't mean it's first on mine. But as always, I'll show you all the winner. Bobbity, bobbity, boo. So here we go. Number range is 10 through 20. 10 through 20. Only guess once, guys. 10 through 20.
Win a chicken dinner. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be?
I got a feeling we're going to re-roll. Nope. Ding, ding,
Really?
ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. Ding, 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 ding.
Ooh.
I wonder if this guy's going to use one. I can't get. Hold on. I'm trying to share my screen. The winner is Daniel, the Bearded Apprentice. And I don't know if he'll use one either. I'm curious, Daniel. He might pay it forward. I don't know if he's a beard brush guy or not. We're about to find out,
I don't know if he's or not.
Come on, screen. I'm trying to share it. I always like to show. There we go.
Yeah, man.
Congratulations, Daniel. And you're the only one that guessed 20. I honestly thought we were going to have to re-roll because I didn't think anybody would guess 20. Usually when it's a range like that, 10 to 20, nobody guesses 10 or 20.
Yeah.
Because I know I usually don't either. I knew he'd pay it forward. So there you go. He's paying. You going to pay it forward all of it to the butcher? The combo and the comb? Or I'm sure he is, but I just want to make sure. I hope I didn't talk you into that, Daniel. Oh, wow. He's a double winner tonight. Attaboy. All right, he wants to give it all to the butcher.
All to the butcher. Good on you, dude. Good on you, bro.
All right, Butcher, just reach out to Will, let him know which combo you want, and then reach out to me, send me your address. I probably already have it, but just I don't want to have to look back through it, and I'll send you the brush. So the brush is coming from me because I already have it, and then Will hook you up on the combo.
Yeah.
Everett's
Yeah, we'll
good
get you
grind.
straight,
And
bro.
actually, I've got to Everett. You should have a 8-bit from last night. By the way, guys, they launched that. We gave away a couple combos. Talking about Daniel, he's got one of the 8-bit Blue Devils coming too because I bought them last night. I was one of the first ones to order, so everybody's getting the little 3D print with it as well. So actually, I gave my 3D print away. They're getting theirs.
Very cool.
Yeah. What else? So, guys, scent profiles. This is going to be one of those products that's challenging for Will. Him and I have talked about it a little bit, but if you've not had his naked, you wouldn't understand this. But the oil has got a very dominant natural scent of cumin type scent profile, like that. Black seed is basically cumin, and you get that spicy, that scent that you get just like when you use it cooking. And that is a hard scent to cover. And Will and I have talked about it. There are some other carriers I've matched up with him. Told him about a couple of them that have the same properties. Because the other thing is black seed oil is a very balanced, really, really good carrier oil that you hate to replace because this fill and beard is so amazing. He don't want to tweak something. It's the old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I was talking to him about it, and you do get a hint of that black seed with every little scent profile. It wears off really quick, but to some people that are all about scent profiles and all about the smell, they would probably be a little disappointed just because those guys always are. And if you're one of them, I don't mean anything negative about it. I used to be one of those guys. So anyway, and all I'm saying is these scent profiles he's done are work great. But you're not going to get a fruity tropical scent profile from 607 unless he changes his carrier blend. There's certain things that just aren't going to work. A tobacco and oud will work. Anything that's covering up like that's going to be fine. A cologne scent profile. He's got bay leaf tobacco, black cherry that covers it up really nice. Food type scent profiles. This blueberry cobbler is fire. It covers it up really well. And it actually is funny because that I can tell that actually helped this profile. I think there's also on the flip side, there's some scents that really, that natural scent of the cumin and the black seed actually help a profile, and that's definitely one of them. The bookkeeper, guys, I love the bookkeeper.
I mean,
that bookkeeper's so
bookkeeper's one of my favorites, Keith.
God, mine too, man. That I can't wait to wear it tomorrow. That and the Obsession are my two favorite by far. Another one is
Metal Guy hit the bookkeeper on the head when he was one of the first people to get it, and I asked him, what do you think? And he said it was like scent wise. He said it to him. It was like being inside of a Raiders of the Lost Ark movie.
Yeah, that's a great
leather, and then you get that spice in the background, and I mean, he nailed it.
Yeah. What's up? I saw it. Bearded Blonde Man, welcome. By the way, great job on the Blue Devil launch last night. I know you were part of it with that 3D print, man. It was awesome. I'm so glad I was on that live stream. It sold out in like 15, 20 minutes. Kudos to everybody involved. Super excited for you guys. Congratulations. But I love his comment here. 607 Beard Care, one of my favorite butters of all time. No doubt mine too. And I'm not a butter guy, but I can wear this butter every day and be totally satisfied. But again, and this is just me, but I think his balm smokes the 50 cal butter. And that's crazy because everybody's raging about that 50 cal butter because it is absolutely unbelievable. But to me, where it's at is the balm. And there's also a few extra ingredients in this balm that aren't in his 50 cal butter. And I think that has a lot to do with it too. It's unbelievable. So try it out, guys. It's got a little more nourishment in there. It's got a little more vitamins. I'm telling you, it's just nutritionally a little bit better. Now, if you're a fan of a whipped light butter, his 50 cal is way to go, bar none, hands down, the best there is. But I suggest you try out the Deagle before you give up on balm. That's all I'm saying.
I do too.
Rev, man, have a good night, brother.
That's one of the main reasons why I made it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and I'm so glad you did, man. And we talked about it when you first made it. I mean, I ordered, immediately as many of them as you had because I love it, and I will use these every day. I mean, there's not a day that has gone by since, and I'm here. Look, guys, I've been part of this since the beginning, right? There was the Deagle number 1. There's number 2.
Yeah.
And there's number 3. I've helped him come up with this formula. And, we talked about it. This is what this product right here needed to be out there in the market again because it became a lost art. Guys, this used to be the only butter out there, right? Before butter existed, what existed? A balm, a nourishing balm, and then like a beard wax, right? So you had one or the other. But this product to me is what started this, and it's what sometimes you go around in a circle to get back to where you were, and when you get back to where you were, you realize you never should have made that full circle. And I'm not saying the butter's a bad thing. I'm just saying that some products are just meant to be, and we can manipulate and change and try out other things, and they're great for certain things, certain phases or whatever. But this right here is incredible. And if you haven't tried it yet, you need to give it a try. And let's just give away another one right now.
Yeah,
I
mean, it's like give away something. Yes, dude, give it away.
Yeah, I want to give away some. I'm gonna give away. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to back 2 combos. Again, this is gonna be an oil and a balm. So you got to you can pick the scent, but you got to go oil and balm. If you want a butter, you just got to buy it. No big deal. But I'm going to make you take the balm because I want you to try it because I promise you'll be happy. Tiki asked where you got the name from. That's the handgun 50 cal, I believe. Isn't that the name of the handgun 50 cal? Yeah. So there's a 50 caliber pistol called the Deagle. So it's like the baby 50 cal. The balm is the baby of the butter line, whatever you want to call it, right? So 50 cals came out and blew everybody up, and everybody went crazy about it. And now this one comes around a little sneaky. He's a little sneaky guy coming around the corner, but he's got a big old punch behind that pistol. And he's got the same bullet as that other one did, right? But just he's just a little sneakier.
Yeah,
a little more surprising.
I wear the Deagle in an oil every day for the last couple of weeks. That's all I've worn.
Yeah, which I guess is short for Desert Eagle, right?
Yeah, man.
There you go. All right, so let's give something away. Let's throw some dots out there real quick. I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to up it a little bit. So I'm going to do something better. I'm going to do can you make a 4-ounce wash? Or you just got 8-ounce bottles?
Yeah, I can. Well, I mean, I have 8 ounce made right now, but the scent that I have made right now is a peppermint green tea sage.
In
So
an
I
8
have
ounce
eight
or
ounce
4?
in the peppermint green tea sage made right now.
In an 8
In the
ounce.
8 ounce.
Okay. So that's what we'll give away. We're going to give away
Yes.
a combo with a peppermint green tea and sage 8 ounce. The first one's going to be an 8 ounce. So you get this. And this is exactly the one I've got. And it's perfect scent for a wash. It's got that peppermint in there. It's going to get that blood flowing. It's everything you want, because you want to open up that blood flow before you put in your oil, when you're in the shower. And this has got everything you need: the green tea, the sage, the peppermint. I mean, this is not for smell. It's to wake up the senses, wake up the blood flow, and what a wash should be. It's absolutely amazing. And it pairs with, like, it's not overpowering. You can put a scent in afterwards. It covers up very easily. It's just, again, it's a wash type scent. So we're going to give away an 8 ounce of this. This is the 50 cal wash.
Okay.
Then the Deagle Balm and a 607 oil. Your choice of scent in the oil and balm, but you're going to get the peppermint, green tea, and sage co-wash. All right. You know the drill, guys. I'm going to give you a number range. Yep. When I give it to you, you automatically can go. You don't have to wait on me to say the word go. Here we go. Oh, that's good. Daniel, I'll put that up on the screen here in a minute. Sorry about that. The number range is 1 through 10, guys. 1 through 10. Remember, I only guess once. One through 10. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait a minute. We have a winner. I think I saw it early.
Copy.
Yep. First time winner.
Got it.
And I missed even saying hello to you. So, Zachary Stanley, welcome to the channel and congratulations, brother. You have won the wash, balm, and oil combo from 607. The only one that picked one. Now, that's weird. We've had 2 giveaways. One was the number 1 in a range of 1 through 10, and one was the number 20 in the range 10 through 20. That doesn't happen often.
The other one was
Zach. Just reach out to Will. Tell him what scent profile you want in the balm and butter, or the balm and oil, and he'll get it out to you.
And the wash that they're going to be getting, Keith, is that thicker one. That's the one that's already made.
Yeah, and guys, I'm telling you, don't freak out when you get it. Like I said, it's too thick probably to come through the bottle. The top, you can drill your little hole; it'll come out just fine. But this stuff is thick, but don't take a lot. Like the first time you use it, don't grab much. I mean, it only takes about that much, and it just, I mean, it melts. Watch this. Here, I hate to even waste it. It's like a foam. It's like a foamy butter. It's really cool. But when it hits the hands, it just, I mean, once you got some water in there, it just melts so easy. Yeah, it disintegrates, but it's like, I mean, I think I could use this right now in my beard. The part I love about it is when
you could, but you'd have that soap in there.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
And it suds up. Watch this. So I added water to it, and it's so incredible.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but I mean, my hands are solid white with soap.
Yeah, then once you put it in your beard, rub in, get it all the way down to the skin, you let it sit in there for a few minutes before you wash it out. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So, wash your beard, let it sit for 2 or 3 minutes while you're washing the rest of your body, rinse it out, and it doesn't leave your beard too soft and conditioned, but it leaves it feeling perfect. Like, I mean, I'm telling you, I promise you, tomorrow I will wear that. I'll use that in the morning when I take a shower. I won't put any oil in the rest of the day, and I'll have my best beard day tomorrow. I promise you. Without any oil, without any balm, nothing. I'll just wear that tomorrow, and I'll have my best beard day.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah, man. It is definitely a very cool texture. You've not seen anything like it. You've not used a wash like this, guys. I promise you, it's definitely different. With that said, let's give away another combo just like it. Do the same thing as we just did. Different number range, so don't try to be sneaky. But this is going to be for an oil balm combo and a wash, because I had a good month last month.
Yeah, man.
And I want to share it with you guys, and I want to help out Will. So I'm going to give these away because I don't know, man. I love giving back, for one. And two, I love people to get to use and enjoy a great product that they maybe not can buy right now, but they're getting to hear about a lot. And they're like, man, I just want to try some of that. And if you're one of those guys, man, where you're down on your luck right now, please reach out to me. I will definitely hook you up with some product. Please don't take advantage of that, where there's a lot of guys out there, but if you've got a story to where something's happened, or you lost a job or anything like that, and please reach out. I've got plenty of product I need to get rid of, and I want to help people that need it, not just want it. You know what I mean? We all want it, but also want to help the people that need it. So please reach out. Anyway, Daniel gave us the dots. Thank you, Daniel. The number range, guys.
You have a collection key?
Just a small one. Not much, though. I'm still trying to get a few.
Just a little bit?
Yeah, just a few. All right. The number range, guys, 25 to 35. 25 to 35.
Man, I'm excited to have people try this wash, man. I am.
Me too, man. I can sit here and give away all night just because I want people to try it. I mean, it's one of my favorite new products, that's for sure. It's by far one of my favorite new products. And I'm telling you, man, the
starting to get tired.
The Deagle's pretty fire too, though. I mean, I use it a lot.
Yeah,
I think we're going to have our first non-winning.
Spin? Huh.
Might have to spin again. Let's see. Let me check it one more time. Is everybody gone? I think everybody's gone. Bearded Wolf. Yeah, man. I'll double check it for you. How about that, Wolfie? Guys, nobody guessed it. I'm double checking. Everybody's gone. Damn. All right, guys. The number was 32, so we're gonna have to do it again. I think every time I do a weird number range higher like that, it always happens. Yeah, Brian, it was 32. All right, so we'll do it again. Get us some dots out there to reset us, Daniel, if you're out there paying attention. If not, I'll do it. There's 25 of us in here, so I'm going to do, I like it to happen, so we're not going to do a big old range. All right, guys, new number range. Only guess once. The range is 15 to 25. 15 to 25.
Get it. I'm
about to spin. Y'all hear it? Got my little casino going on over here.
There you go, man.
Oh. You know, sometimes you want to say something, but you know, if you say what you want to say, it'll be a dead giveaway.
Get what? Yeah, man.
Some weird numbers. Man, if this happened twice, I'm just going to pick somebody. I'm just going to close my eyes and point. It's a small number range.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
There's 26 guys in here, and I only did a 10 number range. But it's going to happen back to back, it looks like.
Really?
Yep. I'm double checking.
Guessing the same.
Yeah, we're going to do it again. Man, I hate this. I know it's aggravating for you guys. I already did a 1 through 10, Stephen. I'd like to change it up. That shouldn't matter. It's just a number. If I did 1 through 10 and nobody guessed 10, we still didn't get it. So no one picked. You're right, Adrian. 25. That was the number. All right, here we go. We're going to have a winner this time. Get your fingers ready. It's going to be a small number range. All right. Small range. Ready? 5 through 10. 5 through 10. If we don't get it this time, I'm keeping it.
I'll take it.
Oh, we have a winner, and I'm so glad it's him because this is kind of exciting because I just heard the guy say it twice. Congratulations, Yurik. You said you'd never tried it and you wanted it bad. And the gods have spoken. The beer gods have spoken, and you have won, brother. Congratulations. Number 5. And there were some close, man. Aaron was right behind you. Logan. Good. I know you guys may show up first on your screen, but just to show you.
Yeah, man.
Hold on, I'm doing something. I'm not just sitting here. I wanted to show you all that. You can see right there, he was first. I know, I just wanted to show this because a lot of times when I'm on a stream, I always think, well, man, I'm first. You can see Aaron, Logan, y'all were just, I don't know if it's showing this way on your screen. I'd be curious to find out. But the number was 5. Yurik was first. And you guys came in right after him. So anyway, I just I wanted to show that so you can compare it to yours and get to see how it prioritizes. So, Yurik, congratulations, man! I'm so glad that you won.
Yeah, man.
I'm excited for you. Good night, accountant. Appreciate you stopping in and hanging out with us, brother.
I've heard. Right.
All right, man. So how much? How many of those washes you think do you have made up right now?
I'd have to check. I think I've got 5 or 6. I can double check.
Yeah, if you want to check real quick,
just to be safe, Keith. Yeah, let's check real quick.
Oh, yeah, do it. We're gonna give them away. I'm gonna buy them from you right now. How about that? Y'all hang out a little while longer, guys. Will's gonna check real quick how many more of washes he has made up, and however many he's got, we're going to give away. We've given away 3 already. So now we're going to give away 2 more, 3 more, whatever. So y'all hang out with me for a little while. Yeah, Logan, it is amazing, man. You need to try it. I'm kind of a carrier blend snob. I'm all about carrier blend and all about feeling beard. I don't really care much about scent profiles. I mean, I do. I'm picky about what I wear, but it can not smell amazing. Like it doesn't have to be I don't know, my own collab, which I absolutely love the scent profile. Little example the other day, I took my collab oil and mixed it with the Naked. Right now, if you smelled this, is a Naked 607 that has my collab mixed in with it. Just because I wanted to smell a little bit of my collab, but I really wanted that 607 feeling beard. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. I wear this and Nicholas Beard Works, Nature's Gold. I mean, almost 5 out of 7 days out of the week, probably. I just can't quit wearing it. And I'll go test another product. Like I just got in like 6 oils and butter and then 6 balms and 4 butters of Aztec grooming. I've not even opened yet because I can't stop wearing this stuff. I just got some other stuff in that I haven't opened yet because I can't stop wearing it. Like I don't want to test anything right now because I love this carrier blend so much. That's why I wanted to talk about them tonight because I was like, look, if I'm wearing a product this much and in love with it this much, guys need to know about it and they need to buy it because it's not a joke. I mean, it's, we're talking about a company right now that he loves. I mean, he's got an Etsy website. He doesn't have a website. He's not trying to, he just wants his product in beards. He's not paying me to say this. I'm buying these giveaways. It's just because I love this product so much and you need to have it on the shelf.
Yeah, we definitely came at this one a lot different as far as the approach to the product, the 50 cal and this oil than anything I've ever done. Like, and that was the whole key was, and we talked about this earlier today, Keith, about how once my beard got to a certain length, scent was important, but more important to me was something when I put it in, it just made my skin feel good. It made my beard feel like alive and just the way that I wanted it to feel.
Yeah, I mean
that blended carrier oil really did it. Like the science side of it with the balance and everything out. I mean, it really makes a difference. I don't care what anybody says, man. I'm telling you right now, it makes a difference, and you can tell the difference when you have it in your beard.
So Logan, I mean, it depends on what scent profile. I mean, in the Naked, it's very strong, but within 5, I mean, by the time it gets in your beard and you mix it up in your beard and by the time it absorbs, that's pretty much gone. I mean, if you go break a sweat right afterwards, you're probably going to get a little bit of that cumin smell, that black seed again. But if you've got it in a scent profile like the Bookkeeper or Obsession, the Cobbler, like I don't even smell it at all on the Cobbler. The bay leaf tobacco and cherry, I don't smell it. I don't smell it at all. It helps some of these. So when I'm talking about it being predominant, I'm talking about in the Naked. The only scent profile that I did catch it in the top note, out of in bottle and just when I put it in my hand and mixed it, Obsession, I got it a little bit in the oil, but in the balm, not at all. So, it's just one of those that if you do catch a little bit of that black seed, it's going to go away. It doesn't overpower the scent profile, doesn't overtake it. It's a very heavy predominant scent that is what I'm saying hard to overcome in a tropical scent profile. And when I was talking about it, I just kind of meant that you're not going to see a fruity 607 beard care scent. You're not going to see our tropical or something because of that carrier blend. So he's got his hands full when it comes to making these scents. And he does a great job with what he has. Every one of them are amazing. But that's not what it's about, because like we were talking about a minute ago, and we talked about it earlier today, you go through these phases to where you're all about, is your beard, especially when it's shorter, just off the face, or maybe an inch and a half, 2 inches long. It's all about the scent, because feeling beard's the same to you right there. It doesn't really matter as much about the Carrier blend. Everything kind of feels the same. So it's all about how long does the scent last and what does it smell like. But if your plans are to grow your beard to my length or half my length, you got to start thinking about the nutritional value of growing that hair, and how healthy do you want these hairs down here to be when it grows out. And that's the importance of this blend, even with a shorter beard. So even if you're one of those that's all about scent profiles, you've got to also be about the future and the growth of your beard and the health. And predominant scent profiles that last 8 to 10 hours likely have some synthetic fragrance oils in there, or so much of it that of the scented oils, you're not getting all that nutritional value you get from something like a 607. So if you're expecting an 8-hour scent, this isn't it. All right. I don't want you to be disappointed. You're not going to get the scent profile 8 hours later. If you do, you got one hell of a sensory smell, because I can't get a scent profile of all 1,000 bottles on my shelf. I don't get any of them past about 2 or 3 hours, because my sensories just get accustomed to it. And now I got to wake it up. I can go get a comb and wet it and run it through my beard, and it wakes it up a little bit. I can go jog and, opens up my pores and lets some of it back out, and I get it. I'm just talking about normal sitting in a chair. Do I get it 3 hours later? No. I don't. Other people do, but by then I've become accustomed to it. So what's most important to me is what feeling beard lasts 8, 10, 12 hours. And that's what I want. I want a profile, and I want a Carrier blend that keeps my beard looking on point and feeling good for 8, 10, 12 hours. That's what I go for. And that's what you get with 607. And you get a great scent profile for 2, 3 hours. And then if you'll get some Deagle or the butter, throw that in after those 2 or 3 hours are up. You're going to get that for another 3 or 4 hours. And then when that's up, if you still want to smell it again, put a little more in there. There's your 12-hour day right there. And you got the 12-hour day of the most nourishment you can get from a Carrier blend that's out of this world, nutritional values and vitamins, antioxidants. It's got it all. I promise you, this Carrier blend has it all. Everything your beard needs to grow its healthiest.
Amen. Oh, yeah.
Man, that's great to hear, Derek. I agree, man. It is. And guys, I'm not just BSing you because I like Will and we're best friends, because we're not. We know each other. But I'm not. It has nothing to do with the owner, the company. It has to do with the product. And it's unbelievable. Those things are great too. He's a stand-up guy, and I don't care. Everybody deserves a second chance. If you hear one of those rumors out there, ignore it. He's overcome that. He's made right what he wronged, going through a bad divorce. Just don't listen to all that negativity. All negativity in the beard business needs to go away. I wasn't going to talk about this, but I want to talk about it for a second. I woke up Sunday, and I had 15, 20 messages that my name got brought up in some live stream on Saturday night, and all this negative stuff was told. You know what? You want to know the honest goodness truth? I've never watched the live stream to this day. And people were saying my name was mentioned, all this, and I hadn't even gone and watched it because I don't care. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Talk all you want to. If anything, I appreciate it. I know that's weird, but I gained 90 followers on YouTube Saturday night. I woke up and had all these alerts. So I got a bunch of followers out of it too. So, if that's your MO is to talk about people, do it. But the negativity really just needs to stop in this industry or this community, because it's just getting out of control. And, you're not going to hear me. I'm not going to talk bad about products on this channel. I'm just not going to talk about the products that are bad for your beard or that I don't enjoy in my beard, right? I'm not going to talk bad about them. I'm just not going to talk about them. So there you go. Sorry, I got on a tangent for a minute, but it just makes me mad that this community is built on brotherhood, love, caring, sharing, helping others, and everything it's supposed to be about. And then we let this pity Annie BS come in that, he said, she said, and most of it's just misunderstanding stuff, and it's not reaching out to somebody directly and having a conversation. There's just so much of it that just goes on. That's just, I'm sorry, it's kind of high school girlish, it's just, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way about high school girls. But it just gets that way sometimes and just needs to stop. We all need to stand together as one big community, love and care for each other, have each other's back, and put all the rest of it aside. If you've had a beef with somebody in the past, reach out to that person and settle it, right? Just have a conversation. I guarantee you 9 times out of 10, it's just going to be a misunderstanding. It's going to be a misunderstanding in communication. It was going to be because there's no emotion in text and typing words back and forth. And you might need to pick up the phone. Hey, I know that's crazy. Pick up the phone, talk to somebody. I know that's just blows people's minds anymore. Oh my gosh, I got to dial somebody's number and hear their voice and talk to them. But you can get a lot out of somebody. I'll never forget, man, Taylor Beer Company, Scott and I used to talk back and forth all the time on chat. I mean, for a year or two. I mean, I was one of his first customers of his very first blend, back on the tan labels. I still got some up here on the top shelf when he first launched. And I bought every cent he had, and I bought an oil and his butter, because his butter was like a hybrid butter when it first came out. And I thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. We chatted every day. About a year into it, we talked on the phone. It was like, God, man, I know so much more about you now. From a 3-minute conversation of just hearing your voice and talking to you, I knew so much more about him than all those conversations we had back and forth. And it was just because I knew who he was as a person. Like I knew his soul, if that made sense. I knew his foundation, and I could hear in his expression, instead of trying to read his expression in a word, I could actually hear it. And it just made so much more sense to me. So anyway, sorry, I'm going to stop talking about it. We can go give away these other washes, but I just want guys to, if you have a problem with me, or you've heard that I've said something about you or whatever, please reach out to me. Be a man, reach out, because you're going to find out that's not true, because I got better things to do to talk about people. I listen to other people talk sometimes, and I try to cut it off. I'll ignore, I'll cut off the conversation, or sometimes I try to play the psychiatrist, and because I get paid to read people for a living, and I have to do so within the first 5-10 minutes. So usually I can tell a direction somebody's going before in the middle of the conversation. I can already tell you the end of the conversation. I mean, it's just what I've done for 25 years. And, I just think that we just need to be grown men and just talk to each other if you got problems. I'm going to end this soapbox, but, the community, I feel like in the past week or two, there's been a turn for the better. I've had some guys reach out to me and say some nice things that, supposedly we're on the other side of the fence, which I don't get. I don't think there is a fence. I just think something's made up. And, because I'm not on any side of the fence, right? I'm walking on the fence, and I'll jump on either side to hang out with anybody. I don't care, right? I haven't picked sides. I haven't picked sides since I was the captain in, I don't know, tug of war or something in school. Or what's that thing you play when one person ran across? What was the name of that daggum kid game?
Kickball?
Yeah, kickball, but there was something else. Remember when you
Dodgeball?
Oh man. No, it's like my daughter's age, 5 or 6 year olds play it, and they, oh man, what's the name of that game? And it's hell getting old. I'll think of it in a minute. Anyway.
Yes, it is.
Red Rover. There you go, Brian. And I love this channel. I love you guys, because y'all are like my brain. The part of the brain that retains memory and you can't ever pull it out in the air, especially when you're live. That part of my brain like turns off when I go live, and it drives me crazy because I'm usually not this forgetful. But somebody else, it's like y'all are listening to me, and I don't even think you're listening because I'm staring at the camera, and I look down at the chat, and then so I see somebody like Daniel says Red Rover and Tiki. I'm like, absolutely, that's the name of it. But I haven't picked sides since Red Rover. So anyway, I'm over the soapbox, but I just want to say that. And that'll probably all get twisted into something totally different, but I don't care. Yeah, it is what
we can only hope, Keith. We can only hope.
Yeah, if you can twist that into something that it's not, then I give up and moving on, you know. And another thing that's been going on that bothers me sometimes, and I've seen it happen on other guys' streams, and I was watching one the other night, and look, if you've got something negative to say about something or somebody, or you're a shit stirrer, like there's a lot of those in this world, don't jump on some guy's stream and pick fights and try to stir the pot. I mean, just do that on your own stream. Just pick your own stream and do it. You're gonna get people watching because there's people that like that kind of entertainment. I mean, I'll watch it, just watch it.
Just go
but don't jump on somebody else that's trying to dictate where they want to talk about, and they've got their own following and they're trying to stay out of something, and somebody jumps on and tries to stir the pot. I mean, there's just no sense in that. And that guy gets blindsided and it's like, oh shit, where'd that come from? And now all of a sudden he's pulled into the mix and he's guilty by association and all this crap. Like, just don't do that. I mean, there's just no sense in it. Again, it's kind of high school girlish, and we're not high school girls. And there's no sense being like that. Now I'm done. How many watches did you have?
Let's give some. It's 6. 6
okay, so you got 6.
8 ounces right now.
All right, so we've given away 3. We're gonna give away 3 more. All right, let's give away 3 more. Here we go. We're gonna start with one right now. Logan, I agree, man. My entire life, I have been friends with absolutely everybody. I mean, I was in school. I hung out with every crowd there was. I got along with absolutely everybody. I'll never forget the day I was inducted into the National Honor Society. All the people that stood up and said, "You make us proud." And like, I had teachers calling my parents saying that I'm worried about Keith because this group of people stood up and said, "You make us proud." And this group, and I'm like, my mom and dad set me down, freaking out, thinking that, I was doing bad things all the time because those people had the perception of being bad, and they weren't. They were great people. And, I told my parents off. My dad and I still don't talk to this day because of stuff like that. And I'm a 44-year-old man that hasn't talked to his father in 20 years because of some high school BS like that. And that's what I'm trying to get at. It's not worth it, right? Because all that misunderstanding,
all, man.
Just because people stood up and clapped and said, "You make us proud," people started, I was guilty by association right there. And it's just because I hung out with everybody. And I will to the day I die, because I'm that type of human being where I believe, and you should be that way. You should love everybody. And even if they're bad people, you should love them and try to help them and lead them in the right direction, or help them find their right direction. Because you shouldn't boss somebody and tell them you should do this, this, and this, but you should help them find their direction. And that's what's important. So, all right, man. Sorry, guys. I didn't try to have a psychology class tonight, but
trips that trigger and makes them, feel alive, man, and then help them to it.
Yeah, man. It's what this community was founded on, and that's what it needs to be about. We think about how long beards have been around and the people that have had them. All right. Thank you, Daniel, for the dots. Here we go, guys. We're going to give away a bottle of this magic serum called 50 Cal Beard Wash. The number range, it's a simple 1 through 10. 1 through 10. Only guess once. Here we go. Ring, 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 ding, 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 ding. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go back and read some of y'all's comments in a minute. I wasn't ignoring you all. I was just talking, by the way. Uh-oh, we have a winner. Ooh,
Sweet.
let's see who was first. Ooh, we got a bunch of them, but here's the winner. T Bearded Strickland, congratulations.
Yeah,
You
man.
won a bottle of the magic dust, magic serum, magic dust, magic wash, whatever. You're going to enjoy it. It's different. You've never tried anything like it. And congratulations.
Super different, man.
Let me write this down so I don't have to watch the stream again and hear myself on a soapbox. I don't want to get mad at myself. So, all right, let's do it again. It's 10:45, 11:45 on the East Coast. So we're going to just wrap this up with 3 giveaways and we'll chit chat a little more. But the guys are just here for the giveaways. You can leave after this 3rd bottle because it's going to be the last one. And I don't have a problem with that. I didn't mean that negative. I'm going to blow your mind with this one. Get ready. Get them fingers ready. Stretch them. Warm them up. Scratch your nuts. Whatever you need to do. Whatever. Rub your head for good luck. All right. You ready? Anybody throw me some dots out there? Where's my boy Daniel? Oh, there he is. I know he's on it, boy. He's on it. All right, guys. Here's the number range. 100 to 110. Told you I was going to blow your mind. 100 to 110. You're going to type in 3 numbers, not just 2. Only guess once. 100 to 110. And you can stop. We have a winner. I like it when we have winners. I also like it when it's the only person to pick it, so it makes my life easier. Yeah, man. He snuck back in here. Look at him. I thought he was going to bed. Bearded Accountant. And boy, it was close. I thought Gary Bowman actually won until I went back up. That's why I always scroll back up. And just for you, Bearded Accountant. I mean, does Q106 qualify, though? I need a ruling here from the chat group. Does Q count? Are typos eligible? I'm just kidding. Count it. Since that wasn't a rule, you won. All right. So that's number 2. Congratulations. I can't wait till you review it now. That's the only rule. You got to review it because I want to see what you got to say about it after you use it.
I want to see what they got to say about it because it's absolutely the farthest thing when you first look at it. It is the farthest thing from a wash that you would expect.
Yeah. What I love about it is he said, I think a minute ago, he's told everybody to buy and he came back in. He just couldn't get enough. I love it. Yeah, he's an accountant. There you go, Tiki. I love it. Tiki said the guy's good with numbers, but maybe not letters. That's right, man. He's an accountant.
He's a number guy.
I've never won. I'm still shocked. That's awesome, man. Well, congratulations. All right, we got one more. And let's see here. Let me type these in. Give me just a second. Give me some dots. Where's my old dots, Daniel? I've already put them out there. Shuffle. Hey, man, you're always welcome to come back, man. I was just messing with you. I love it. I love that you won, man. All right, guys. I wish I could make everybody a winner. And one day we're going to do that. I'm just going to give everybody something. So you better come to the stream. One day there's going to be like 50, 60 people in here. And I'm just going to say, everybody's in the channel right now. Give me a number. And every number is going to be a winner. So, all right, guys, here we go. Last giveaway of the night. An 8-ounce beard wash, beard co-wash, beard conditioning wash, whatever you want to call it. It's the miracle wash. the goulash. Oh my
Good
gosh,
name,
look at that.
dude. That's a
Unbelievable.
good name.
The goulash. That's
We should
exactly
call
what
it.
you ought to call it.
We
It
should
is the
call it
goulash.
goulash. That's what it is from here on out. It may say beard wash, but in the community, I want it to be known that this
See how
wash.
things get. See, there you go. My brain works in weird ways. All right, guys. Number range 60 to 70. 60 to 70. Only guess once. Let's roll. Winner, chicken dinner. Who's it going to be?
Let's see who wins the goulash. I
The
freaking
labels are changing as we speak. It's the goulash.
I love I love goulash, man. I grew up on
Man,
goulash.
I love goulash. And I also love Wine and Dine 69. Terps, congratulations, brother.
Here's something you don't
Can't
know about.
believe more people didn't guess 69. I thought it would be like when I saw it was the winning number, I was like, oh shit, there's gonna be 15 people. And Terps was the only one. And the best part about this is I get to pay it back because he sent me a co-wash the other day, and now I get to send one to you, man. The
There you
Lord
go.
works in mysterious ways. The beer gods are smiling. Congratulations, Terps. You deserve it. I appreciate you for sending me one. You didn't have to do that. And for me to get to send you one, even though you won it and it was fair and square, I'm excited that you did. So congratulations, man. So guess what, guys?
Yep.
The goulash is now sold out. So time to make some more goulash.
Yeah, man. Yeah, here's something you probably don't know about me, Keith. I am 43, and I'm the youngest of 18.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
man. Oh, yeah.
18 kids?
Yeah, my father was busy.
Holy cow. He needed to learn Wine and Dine 69. He needed to stay in the other direction, didn't he?
No, he had that down pretty good.
Oh, it's kid-friendly channel. I better stop there. I'll get in trouble. Terps, man. I know, brother. I appreciate you. And I can't wait to see what that massive wizard beard does with this wash. Like, I'm so excited for you to use this wash because you're going to see with that big old beard, you don't have to take much because it's like constant. That's exactly what it is. It's a concentrated wash. You know what? It's like a concentrated, it's real thick, like you'd get a concentrated, I don't know, soap or something, detergent, for the HE dryer or washing machines. It's like that. Don't take much. It's, a little bit. It triples in amount when you put it in your hand. I mean, it's unbelievable. So it's going to be great.
Yeah, just all the winners reach out to me, give me your addresses and whatnot. And, we'll go from there to get everything within the next, 5-6 days sent out to y'all.
There you go, count it. So just, do you have Instagram? I don't know if you do. If you don't, email me.
Facebook too.
Or Facebook. You can 607 Beard Care, or you can email me at keith@beardedhorsepower.com. And I'll get you in touch with Will, or you can tell me what you want to order and I'll order it for you. I just need your address. You do have, okay. So just reach out to Will at 607 Beard Care on Instagram. Tell him your name and address because you're getting the wash. It's only 1 cent. You don't have to pick out anything. He just needs where to send it to. And then give him a few days and he'll get it out to you next week.
Yeah, it'll be by the latest Wednesday by the latest.
There you go. He does work and has to go to the post office to drop it off. So there you go. You'll have it by the weekend.
Yeah.
Everything I've gotten from them, he's obviously lives close to a good hub because nothing gets delayed. Like I've had nothing take more than 3 days. Usually it's 2, but 3 days max coming. And he's in New York and I'm in Alabama. So 2 to 3 days is pretty good for United States Postal Service. And I never have any problems with shipping.
And I got to say this, gentlemen, 50 cal has been tremendous. The wash has been tremendous. The deagle has been tremendous. But I'm a firm believer in in trying to move forward and innovate and try to get other things out. And I can tell you right now, this is just 50 cal. This whole line is just the beginning of what is in store with 607.
Yeah.
And the products that I'm making. There's a lot of things that I've been working on, or I'm going to be working on here real soon, that I am absolutely just stoked to get my hands on and get my hands on it and start running with it. So
Yeah, man, big things to come. I mean, I talk to him every day, and I can tell you guys, you kind of want to get in on the ground floor of 607 Beard Care and start supporting it, because it's one of those that's going to blow up. I promise you. He's got some things in the work that have no choice but to make him blow up, but he's doing it the right way. And I mean, 50 cal, that line is unbelievable. And the quality of products, Will is all about producing the best feeling beard, highest quality of products that's affordable as possible. Like, Nicholas Beard Works, matter of fact, just changed their base carrier blend. If you didn't see that the other day, and their base carrier blend is probably better than 95% of all carrier blends out there. But the reason he did it is because he wanted to go with an all exotic, non-normal, typical blended oil. And some of his original base blend had a couple standard type oils in it, and he wanted to change it up and wanted to offer nothing but exotic, high-end type stuff. So, but that's not affordable for everybody. Now his base blend is, because he was $20 for that 2-ounce bottle. It was unbelievable price for what you're getting. It probably won't stay that way. I think he was just kind of doing that to see if anybody was paying attention. And if you weren't, you need to. I ordered 7 of them today because that blend, I put it in the spreadsheet, brother, and I was like, oh, gotta have it. And I just ordered 7 of them today. But he's got the Nature's Gold. I mean, it's a little more expensive than people like to spend sometimes, and 607's right up there with quality, and, price is very affordable. We've talked about a bunch. Used Daniel's got a discount code. Daniel, if you give us that discount code again, I'll put it up on the screen. That'll save you some money as well. I think Steven's got one, and Will's got one that he's always running on Instagram. Dude, if you haven't been paying attention, if you're not one of his friends on Instagram, you're not following him, or you don't have him on your friend list where it makes sure that you see all his feeds, you need to be checking his feeds daily. This dude will do some ridiculous stuff. The other day, what was the one you did the other day? Until midnight, you buy an oil, you get a Deagle for free or something, or buy a Deagle, you get an oil for free.
Yeah, I ran a special where it was, you buy a Deagle, you get oil, and then I ran one that was, if you buy any oil, you get a 2-ounce 50 cal whipped butter for free. So I'm always running something. And I probably should change my Instagram from private over to something else, but I'm just
please do. Because you can't share your post. It drives me crazy.
But one thing I will say is this, and kind of what I'm going back to what I was just saying about what's to come with 607. This oil blend that I have right now, that is going to be my base oil blend.
Yeah.
There's going to be another oil blend with more butters, more balms coming out that's going to be totally different. And that blend, I'm excited to start making that. That is going to be some fun.
It is. And I'm excited about it. We've talked about it a lot. I'm helping him with the blend a little bit, and letting the science, we're letting the science lead us to the blend. What we're trying to come up with is the perfect blend. And we're doing a lot of testing. It's in, R&D right now, and it's going to stay in R&D until it's perfect. We both talked about it. He doesn't want to release it till it's absolutely perfect, but it's coming sooner than you think. And I'm going to tell you something. It's going to be the most fire blend in the world, hands down. And you're going to want it. And if you have used his blend currently, and you can imagine anything better, that enough just blows my mind because it's already, and here's the thing that we talked about the other day when I was looking at, we were talking about this blend and his high-end blend. And the funny part is when you start looking at the nutritional values and the composition of all carrier oils, he's already using some that have the highest quality of certain nutritional components already in it, like pomegranate. Well, pomegranate has a certain fatty acid that is only found in that oil. Well, that oil has to be in his high-end blend because it's the only one that has it, right? Jamaican black castor or black castor. Castor has a certain saturated fatty acid that's only in it, right? It's only found in it. And, so it really kind of needs to be in a blend. If you want a nutritionally perfect, well-balanced across the board, got a little bit of everything, just the right amount of everything, then it's got to have it. So anyway, this blend he's talking about is going to be absolutely amazing, and be looking for it. You want to make sure you're following him. That was the point I was trying to get to. Make sure you're staying up with everything 607's doing because you don't want to miss it when it comes out. And trust me, when it comes out, I'm sure Daniel and I both be doing a big giveaway and launch and helping him push it because it's going to be amazing. So,
and I am right now sitting at I think it's 988 followers at 607 on Instagram. That gets to 1,000. I am going to be doing a huge giveaway on my Instagram.
Okay, guys, there you go. We only need to help him get 22 more followers. You're 988.
22 more right now to get to 1,000. Once I get to 1,000, it's basically what I'm going to do is for the giveaway for 1,000. I'm going to do probably 10 combos to 10 different winners.
Wow, guys. So let's all share it tonight and tomorrow. Sunday's always a great day to share information like that. Let's do our part. Help 607 get those extra followers. Get him to 1,000 because when he gets to 1,000, he just said he's going to do a ginormous giveaway. Some of you guys haven't tried their products. We've been talking about it tonight. That's one way to maybe get to try it out. There you go. So let's help him get to 1,000. Definitely deserving of that number, if not 10 times more. And I believe it's going to get there. So Bearded Accountant, where do we need to go check out? So his products are on Etsy, but if you go to Instagram, go to his page on Instagram. He's got a link on there to his Etsy page. And that's where his products are right now. He doesn't have it on a regular website. It's on an Etsy website. It's pretty easy to follow though. If you have any questions about some of the scent profiles, they're all named on there, and most of them are self-explanatory, like bay leaf, tobacco, black cherry, self-explanatory. The bookkeeper, not self-explanatory, but he'll tell you what's in it if you want to know. Obsession, self-explanatory. It's a cologne, just like the Obsession. Double X blueberry cobbler. So double blueberry cobbler. They're pretty self-explanatory. Spiked apple cider. Naked is just his carrier blend, and so forth. So it's all on there, and he's got it listed in combos with butter, and you can do a whipped and poured combo, or you can do a whipped and an oil combo, or poured in an oil combo, or balm and oil. It's pretty self-explanatory. But if you have any problems with it, you can message me and place an order that way. So.
Yeah, the easiest way to find it is if you just go to Etsy and put in 607 Beard Care, you should be able to find it that way.
Yeah. Steven, you're going to be helping. Yeah. Oh, there we go. There's a link.
Look at that. There's my boy.
12 more followers is all we need. 12 more. Yeah. What did I say? 22 earlier? Sorry. No, did I say 12? I don't know.
And I do have to say this right now, dude. Metal Guy, over the last 2 years, he has probably been one of my best friends overall in the bearded community for a lot of reasons.
That's awesome.
But I'll tell you right now, man, you will not find a nicer and more positive guy, a guy that does reviews, but you could tell he loves doing them, but he does reviews in the way, and one of the first reviews he ever did for me was for a product that I made up a long time ago called Blackjack.
I remember that.
Yeah.
No,
it was a
that was like the 21 different carrier blends.
Yeah.
21 different carrier oils. Oh,
yep.
Yeah.
And I sent it to him. And he used it. And he sent me a message saying, "Hey, man, before I do this review, I need to let you know I had a reaction to it.
Yeah.
Do you want me to put that in the review?" I said, "Yes, you need to." And it blew his mind because he was like, "Are you sure?" I said, "Yeah, I mean, because the carrier oils that were in this, I don't want it to happen to somebody else, but I also want guys not to be deterred to use it, but they need to know about it." And the review he gave on it was tremendous, and
So
I have to give a really big shout out to him because he's always been there in my corner. He's always loved the products I've sent him. He's always given me honest reviews. If there's something he didn't like about it, he told me. And that's something that I see that needs to be done more by reviewers.
Yeah.
Totally. And
agree.
I'm not saying that reviewers aren't doing their job. Because you guys are. You're doing a great job.
No,
but if
I think people
you don't like about it, or something like that happens, you got to let us know.
Yeah, and I think you make a good point. I think owners of companies need to be more acceptable to that truth, because I think guys don't do it because they're fearful to hurt somebody's feelings, and it just needs to be an understanding that when you're doing a review, you're doing it to help the owner and the consumer, and the owner needs to understand that and be acceptable to that, and the consumer needs to understand that when you're saying that, you're not saying to never use this company's product. The funny part of this whole story you just told me is it triggered something. The very first conversation, you're not going to remember this, but I do. The very first conversation you and I ever had was about blackjack. And I reached out to you because I didn't see it on your website anymore. I saw a reviewer talked about it and I wanted to order it. And I reached out to you and asked you, and you said, "Hey, I took it off because I had a guy had a bad reaction to it. I just want to let you know I will sell it to you, but I just want to let you know that I took it off because somebody had a bad reaction." And that was the first conversation we ever had. That's crazy that most owners would have just said, "Yeah, man, here it is. It's $50, but you told me up front, if you got sensitive skin, just want to let you know there might be something in it that just triggers a reaction on your skin. So be careful." And I ended up not getting it for some reason. I don't know why. I don't think it was because of that.
I think it was because of that was right around the time when everything with my original
butter, you couldn't get one of the oils either or something.
Well, that too. And I think I found out what actually caused it. And you probably might have some more good insight on this, because one of the oils I used in it is one that I never see used, and I know why. But I'm kind of circling back to it because it's a great oil. Neem oil.
Yeah.
I think that
I can't believe neem oil. I can't believe neem oil actually caused that reaction, though. That's weird.
Well, he's got real sensitive skin. He's a ginger through and through, and it could have been a combination with the neem with something else, but that neem. I
wonder if it was
cookie crack, dude.
Yeah, I bet all 21 something there caused a chemical reaction, because I've tried. I have really, really sensitive skin as well, and neem oil is used in a ton of soaps for sensitive skin. So I bet it was something that triggered, a chemical reaction between multiple oils, because neem oil is great.
The hardest part with the neem oil that I found was the scent of it. The scent of it is very, very. Whew.
Oh, it's very earthy.
Oh yeah. If you
very earthy.
50 cent. Throw some neem oil in something. You'll
Yeah, I think that's why it's used in a lot of soaps and stuff, because it's real earthy, and it's also real dark. I remember because I ordered some. If I remember, it was really dark and brown. But it's a really good oil. I researched the heck out of it.
It's great stuff, man. Just like flaxseed. I love flaxseed too.
Me too. Yeah. Man, I'd love to see that list again just because I don't remember it. It's been so long. I mean, hell, that was probably 2 years ago.
I know I still have it somewhere. I'll dig it up and send it to you so you can look at it.
Yeah. I'd love to, man. You know, we talked about that later, and it was a great idea, blackjack. It was 21 oils, but you know, that's probably too much unless you put it in a 2-ounce bottle. That's something that needs to be in a 2 or bigger bottle because you're not getting enough of any of it. You're just getting a little bit of a lot. And I just think sometimes that doesn't get the benefit of the full effect. Let's see what everybody's saying here. Tiki, did you try the Jam and Co wash? I have not tried it. I've not tried any of theirs in a while. But I hear a lot of people talking about that Jam, and that must be a great scent. Yeah, Crush Creation.
Brian, Brian's a good dude. He makes good stuff.
Yeah,
I like his stuff.
He's always made a good wash and soap.
Give me just 1 second. I got something in today. Let me grab something real quick.
All right.
Hold on.
Let's see. Never thought about making blueberry cobbler. Man, I tell you what, I'm not big on those type scents. I mean, I don't like cobbler type scents or apple cider. The apple cider is actually really good. But this blueberry cobbler, it's not too cobblerish. That's probably not a word. It's really, really nice. You get more of a, man, it's really almost a little blueberry cologne. Or, man,
it's
one of my favorites.
I've
got probably 5 or 6 other blueberry cobblers or strawberry or, you know, a couple other cobblers up there. Apple something. I remember T3 made a couple of them that was like strawberry shortcake and blueberry cobbler. And I don't like either one of those. I love the butter, but I don't really like the scent profiles. But this one, I really, really like. I'm going to wear it, and normally I wouldn't. He taught me into getting that one, and I'm glad he did. The other one that I really was surprised on and really, really like is the spiked apple cider. I didn't think I'd like it either, but I really like it. I tell you, the ones I got, there's not one I dislike. And I got a couple of them in there that I was planning to not like, but I wanted to smell how they worked with the scent, his carrier blend. And like I said, very surprised. So I can promise you right now, Noah will. He's not going to put a scent profile out there that's not good. He's just not going to, he'd rather sell a naked oil than sell one that smells awful. So just pick one that's kind of in your wheelhouse and you're going to enjoy it.
Yeah. That blueberry cobbler is actually nice because what I did is you get the blueberry cobbler, but I backed it with a roasted oatmeal stout and a little bit of peppermint.
Well, that's the one we were just talking about when you were away.
Yeah,
that's what I was just telling them is it's not cobblerish. Like it's not, you know, it's blueberry cobbler, but you don't get the cobbler side, the sweet cobbler. You get more of a, now that you said it, a good blueberry ale type, you know, it's more of a, man, I almost smell like a summer, like a summer, I don't know, man. It's hard to explain. It's almost like a summer beer type or something. It's
that oatmeal stout comes through
really good.
It doesn't overtake the blueberry, but it puts just enough oatmeal stout in it to where you get a strong oatmeal stout with that little bit of touch of blueberry, and then that peppermint just very faintly comes in on the ass.
Yeah, and it doesn't smell like blueberry or cobbler too much either. It mixes really well. That stout and that, I get a little hint of like a mini, I'm trying to think of the right word.
That's that peppermint on the ass end.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, it's really, really good. I can't wait to wear it. I almost think you need to rename it.
Yeah.
Because for me, I would have never ordered it because it says blueberry cobbler. But blueberry,
this is what I got it today, and I'm stoked.
Blueberry surprise or something. I don't know.
but I got this in today. A while back, I did a product exchange with a gentleman that's an owner of a company. He's been extremely busy doing a lot of stuff for different charities, this and that, auctions. And I got this in today. Ready?
Oh, sweet. Oh, yeah, there you go. That's awesome, man. Weird beard.
Finally got me some weird beard in the beard, man.
Weird beard. That's awesome,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, I love these boxes, dude. These cigar boxes, dude. Oh, come on.
Yeah. I just ordered his collab. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I haven't got it yet, but I can't wait to get it in.
Yep.
Let's see. They're talking about.
I got T3 in the other day.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I also love. I really, really like this bay leaf tobacco and black cherry. Really good. And one of my favorites. God, see, I probably have 3 or 4 favorites, but the black cherry. I like the black cherry amber and oud a little better than the bay leaf, but not by much. You get a little more of the black cherry in that one on the top, but it goes away. And I love amber and oud after it settles. I just like a little sweet amber and oud type smell. But they're both really good. You get 2 different black cherries because of the mix, and they're really, really good. I mean, it's hard to pick, man. If you ask me to pick one of these, that's why I said just pick your lane. Like, if you like a black cherry, or you like cherry, or you like blackberry, or you like amber, or you like oud, then go with that one. If you like a tobacco, go with the bay leaf. If you like a cologne, go with the obsession. Otherwise, just buy 3 or 4.
What do you think of that smoky orange?
Which one?
The smoky orange.
The smoky orange I have in a balm. I really like it.
It's in
really,
one of the
really
testers
well.
I sent you.
Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, Bookkeeper, though,
pretty good.
Bookkeeper is really, really good. I mean, it's hard. Man, that's a tough one. So I don't know what to tell you.
If you like,
I'm not good at helping people pick scent because it's all about personal preference. The smoky orange is citrusy with a little smoke. It's really good if you like that type of scent. I would definitely go there. He's got a smoky orange I really, really enjoy. And Daniel, I actually got Daniel's smoky orange, I think. Yeah, Derek, I agree.
That's the wrong one.
I love the bay leaf. I'd love it. Martin, you just can't go wrong, man. Just pick one, because I promise you, you're going to realize when we talk about filling beard, it's such a difference. And I don't know how long your beard is, but it doesn't matter, because the filling beard difference between this oil and 99, 95% of all oils out there is so predominantly different that you're not even going to care. If you hated the scent that you got, you're not going to care. That's what I'm trying to say. I promise you. Because filling beard is just 100 times better than the scent, these scent profiles. And they're all really, really enjoyable. But the filling beard is 10 times better than all of them. Another thing is, remember when you get this oil, less is more. Do not go and put a full dropper in a beard mild size, right? I use a quarter dropper. Matter of fact, I count between 12 and 14 drops is about what I use. And really, 10 to 12 feels a little better. I just like to use a little more. That's my only problem. I like to use too much product sometimes. But I mean, I can show you.
I do too.
I use that. It's a half right now. And I can tell you, I use about a quarter dropper. I just counted out the drops, about 14 drops. And I mean, I got a pretty big beard. You know, it's about 13 inches long to be using just a quarter dropper. But that's all it takes. If you use too much more than that, it ends up getting a little too heavy. I just wouldn't use more than that. Another thing I found with this oil, and I told you this the other day, I put this oil in dry all the time, and it works great. The other day I was telling him I was testing the oil. I was telling Will, and this is honest goodness truth, I was testing the oil. I wore it that morning, took a shower, put the oil in, got to work. About 3 hours later, I was like, man, I'm having a bad beard day. And I was like, screw it. I'm going to put in a little 607 oil. Beard was dry, but I won't do it anyway. I threw some in within 10, 15 minutes, pop, my beard was back. Perfect. It was 607 style, just like it would have been if I'd wore it first. And I didn't do anything else to it. And I was amazed. About 3 hours later, I went into the bathroom at work, put a little water on my comb, combed it through my beard, got that scent profile live again. My beard woke up again. And before I knew it, I had a better beard than normal. So I use it dry. I mean, all kind of weird stuff, because you realize that carrier blend is what's making such of a difference, that, you know, it's so blended so well with the nutritional composition that you can put it in dry and it retains the moisture. I've just put it in dry right now. I wish I could feel my beard. I mean, it's amazing. Like, my beard just woke up and said, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, you can't tell on camera, like but I can tell feeling it. My beard looks better and feels better. And I just put in oil dry. I get it, Logan. I don't either.
It's like
but I
the first
just
time
did,
I ever used
and I
it.
promise
Like,
you,
I mixed the first
you
bottle
can.
of that.
Huh?
I like the bottle of that blend that I put together. I remember that day I called you. I put it in my beard, and literally within minutes of my beard, I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Like, what exactly am I feeling? Like, the reaction that I had, it was
I just had it right now, Will, I swear.
Aha moment.
Like, I wish y'all could feel it.
It was insane.
Yeah, I mean, like, just now, I don't know, man. It's like my beard just came alive again. It's so weird, guys. I just want you to try things you never tried with this blend. Try putting it in dry every now and then, middle of the day. Just try it. Don't put in near as much as you would. Like, if you normally use 10 drops, put in about 5 drops in your hand and just run it through your beard in the middle of the day. See what happens. Because this is an oil that is amazing. I'm just telling you, it's weird. And it could just be my beard, but I want y'all to try it. Give me the feedback. Tell me if you get the same experience. Daniel, yeah. So I was talking to Will about it. I think he meant to send it to you to test, and he sent it to me. And because I thought it was something else, and we talked about it. I said, man, you sure? And we figured out that I think they got crisscrossed, and it's really good. You need to get it. Yeah, man, I agree, Stephen. No doubt, hands down, hands down. That's a good point, Bitter Wolf. Any mothers out there, if you got a wife, mother, we need to get off here. I just realized it's Mother's Day on the East Coast already. Call your moms tomorrow. I need to call mine. I don't call her enough. Moms are the backbone of all of us, our wives, and tomorrow's Mother's Day. And spend some time with your family and your wives, or take the kids and let your wife have a day to herself. Call your mama, tell her you love her, and treat women with respect. I know you all do, but you know what I'm saying. So, all right, guys, it's 11:30 here Central Time. It's 12:30 on the East Coast. I know it's getting late. It's been a good stream. I love hanging out with you guys. I could do it all night long. Next week, let's talk about next week. So next week, I am launching a new line, and you might get mad for me in saying this, but I don't care, for Nicholas Beardworks. It's a new blend. It's proprietary. It's unbelievable. It's going to be some cool giveaways. You're going to get to see a blend you've never seen before with carrier oils you've never used before. I've been testing it now for about 4 months, and it's unbelievable. And I've given it a nickname, but I'm not going to give you that nickname tonight. You're going to have to come here next week to hear it and see it. And it's going to be unbelievable. I promise you. I'm going to give little hints during the week. I'm going to do some giveaways all week. Next week's going to be a big stream for Nicholas Beardworks and myself. It's not a collab. I've just helped him with it and been a tester on it. And it's a fill-in beard product, and you're going to be excited to try it. And you're going to want to see it. So come hang out with me next Saturday night. And let's talk about it. And I'll also get in some of their new base blend, which I don't even like that term because there's nothing based about it. I'm going to tell you my take on it as well. I'm going to give a few of those away as well. But this week, make it all about 607 Beard Care. If you got to order, you can place this week because you got a few extra change in your pocket, a little extra jingle in the pocket. Give Will a shout. Order some of these products. I promise you guys, you will not be disappointed. And that is the honest truth. And the product speaks for itself. It's unbelievable. You know, this Care Blend is one of the best on the market, bar none. Funny story, Will ordered from Nicholas Beardworks this week. And Alex reached out to me and was like, hey, man, why would a manufacturer be ordering my product? And I was like, because you make one of the best products out there. I said, but I promise you this, you don't have to worry about Will because he makes the second or the first because you're about tied, in my opinion, when it comes to filling beard. So I promise you he's not trying to take anything from you. He just knows that you make a good product and he wants to try it. So that speaks a lot for both products. And I think they need to be on everybody's shelves.
Yeah.
You know, and I told Alex he should get some 607 Beard Care. He's just a little different. He doesn't order anybody else's, but you know, great companies.
Yep.
And that's what you're going to get here on this channel. Always going to talk about, you know, the companies that are worth talking about. And remember, guys, let's come together as a community. You know, spend some time this week really reaching out to people. I want you to reach out to somebody you hadn't talked to in a very long time that you might have had a conversation with that went the wrong direction and you unfriended each other. Or, and this doesn't have to be a beard community person. I just mean somebody in your life. Reach out to them, tell them you're sorry, hash it out, fight it out, go to a boxing ring, whatever you got to do. But don't hold grudges for all your life, and don't nicker back and forth with each other where you know, under the table or behind each other's back, all that good stuff. Let's just be grown men. And the world needs it. We all need it, and this community needs it. Otherwise, have a great week. I love each and every one of you. You know that. I'm always here for you if you need me. And peace out, right? Thank you, guys. Will, I love you, man. And we'll get together on these giveaways soon. And appreciate you joining me tonight. And get back to the kitchen.
Always, man. Never leave the kitchen, bro.
That's right. George, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Have a great night. Isaac, as always, man, thank you for coming in. Adrian, Martin, Tiki, Logan, Daniel, my brother from another mother. Steven, love you, brother.
Daniel.
Guys, I love every one of you. Have a great night, and we'll talk this week. Happy Mother's Day.